Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be doing my 28-week pregnancy update, and I'm going to talk about kind of just the second trimester in general because I am now in my third trimester. You may be a bit confused, like who is this? I got my hair done today and it's a lot darker, which I love. I love having dark hair. It's also a lot shorter, and so far I really like the length, but I think, you know, when I'm trying to do my normal hairstyles, I'm gonna realize I can't do them and it's gonna frustrate me a little bit. So it'll take some getting used to, but I'm excited about my hair. I like it. Also, because I got my hair done today, I do have like dye stains on my forehead. Just try to ignore them. It's not important. Okay, so let's talk about the second trimester in general. So when my second trimester started out, that was basically when we announced to our families. So my whole first trimester was kind of a secret from everyone. And so this second trimester, I was actually able to talk about it with people. So that made it very different. I also feel like that made it go a lot slower because for some reason that first trimester went by so fast. And I think a big part of that was because no one knew. And so we weren't ever really talking about it, ever. It was just a big secret. But this second trimester, because everyone knew and we were talking about it more, it was just so much longer. And I did not like how long it lasted. It took forever to get through the second trimester, and I wasn't a fan. When I started out my first trimester, I was still having a ton of morning sickness, so it definitely didn't start out all that great, but that did go away. I honestly don't keep track of those things, so I don't know exactly when that went away. I do feel like there was a time between morning sickness and just general pregnancy discomfort where things were good, but for the most part, this has not been an enjoyable pregnancy. And I hate saying stuff like that because I've struggled to get pregnant in the past and I've had a miscarriage, and so I honestly hate saying out loud that I don't like being pregnant, but I really don't like being pregnant. I am grateful to be pregnant. I want this baby so bad. I want her like right now, but I just don't like being pregnant, and it just makes me miserable. I don't feel like myself. I feel like something's wrong with me when I'm pregnant, and I just don't like it. And that's 9 months of not feeling comfortable in my own body, and my mind's all messed up, and so I don't like being pregnant. And again, I feel bad saying stuff like that because I know how hard it is for some people to get pregnant, me included, but it's just not something I like. I have had a lot of like pain and discomfort in this pregnancy. My back hurts like all the time. One of the biggest things for me right now though is that I just feel weak, and it's so annoying. I will feel so weak and I just have to like lay down, and I have twin girls and I just have to let them do their own thing, and I try to help them out the best I can, but some days it's very, very hard. being pregnant and having 18-month-old twins is very difficult. I guess they're 19 months now, but still. And it's nice because they are twins, they have each other and they play together and they are really good at like independent play. And so they do a lot of stuff on their own and they're really good at doing their own thing, but picking them up every day and the whole just feeling weak all the time, it's hard on me. It really makes it hard. This pregnancy, I have been dealing with sciatic pain, which I did not have to deal with in my twin pregnancy, and it's killer. Like, I cannot go on walks or anything for that long before it starts to hurt, and then I just like can't walk the rest of the day, and I'm in pain the rest of the day, and it really sucks. And this child moves so much. I can't even begin to describe how much she moves. She's like constantly moving, and she will just like push against my skin and it hurts. And then she'll like do flips, I swear. And it's painful and it makes me nauseous. She is a wild little girl in there. She is crazy. I'm very excited to meet her because she is just a wild child and I think she's gonna be a lot of fun. As far as cravings go, the only thing that I really crave, I guess, is chocolate milkshakes. And then I just want to eat all the time. I eat a lot. I eat so much. And I unfortunately make my husband go out and buy me food probably way too often. And so I think I am gaining more weight than I did with my twins in relativity. So with my twins, I got over 200 pounds, and because there were two in there and I had pre-eclampsia and I was just so swollen and had tons of water weight, after I gave birth to my twins, I lost like 30 pounds in like 2 days. And that was fun. That was really cool. This time around, I feel like I'm putting on more weight for myself. And it's not just baby or water weight or any of that. So I do feel like I'm gaining more weight in relative terms. So I think it would be fun to do a video about how I lose weight after this baby. So when that happens, then I'll make a video and I will disclose my weight and all that. But right now there's not really a point to that. But I do feel like I am gaining more weight for myself because I am eating very unhealthy and large quantities. So because I have another pregnancy to compare this to, I would definitely say that this second trimester was harder than my twin second trimester. I was pretty well off in the second trimester with my twins. It wasn't that hard. I was definitely big, but I don't know, it didn't feel hard to me. My third trimester with my twins was a mess. But the second trimester was pretty easy, I feel like. So I would say this pregnancy, it's definitely harder. It just taking care of my girls all while being pregnant, dealing with sciatica pain and just feeling weak. It's it's definitely been hard. So I did post on Instagram last week, and I was like, hey, if you have any questions for me to talk about in this video, let me know. And I've already covered some of them, but I was also asked about the name. And so let me briefly talk about the name. I don't want to share it on videos or social media, probably until she's born. But she does have a name picked out. We don't have the middle name picked out. So if you have any girl middle name ideas, let me know, because I am really struggling with that. Chris and I cannot decide on a middle name right now. But we couldn't for Makell either. Makell didn't have her middle name until after she was born, so, you know, who knows. Let me think. So, sorry, rambling. So she does have a name, and because we are in the final trimester now, I will give you a hint. It does start with an A, and we have told, I think, most of our family. So, family knows. I don't think any friends know. Chris probably told his coworkers because he tells them like everything. Just being honest, he probably has. But yeah, for the most part, people don't really know the name. But it's a great name. When it was suggested, Chris and I both loved it and agreed on it like immediately. And actually, when Chris said it, it was before we knew we were having a girl, and I was fairly certain that we were having a boy. And I got sad when he said this name, and I thought we were having a boy, and I was like, I might not get a girl with this name. And I was sad about it. And then we learned we were having a girl, and I was so excited because now I get to have this girl with this name. So I love it. I love the name a lot. It's just a pretty name, and I love it. So let's talk briefly about the future of this pregnancy. So currently we are planning on a VBAC. My last video I talked to you about how I was debating between a VBAC or a C-section, and we have decided on a VBAC. I will be switching doctors. I have not met him yet, but I talked to my current doctor about it, and I got some of my questions answered, and so we are comfortable doing this VBAC. However, I want to point out, we are still open to a C-section. So like if baby Jellybean is breached like my twins were, then we might just have a C-section, and I'm totally fine with that. If there's any complications, I'm totally open to another C-section, because I don't know, it doesn't concern me anymore. But I definitely want to try to deliver more naturally, because I mentioned it in that last video. It's something that when you grow up, that's how you assume you're going to give birth, and it's just kind of what you're always planning on as a woman. And so I definitely want to give that a try. If it doesn't work though, it's totally fine. I'm fine with the C-section. I'm not worried about that. So I'm filming this video a little late. So tomorrow I'll be 29 weeks, and which means I have like 11 weeks left of my pregnancy. My due date is still July 3rd. Nothing has changed there. I'm really hoping she comes before the 3rd though. I would like the 1st or like the last day in June. That would be nice. It's hard to, really make plans for this last trimester, but in my head, I was 35 weeks when my water broke with my twins. And so in my head, I'm like, I have to be ready for this baby by the time 35 weeks comes along. Even though, like, I also know the chances of that happening again are very, very slim. So, but that's just how it works. I feel like I have to be ready at 35 weeks. So I have like 6 weeks. I can't do math. Like 6 weeks, right? To get ready for baby. And that honestly doesn't really stress me out. I'm not that worried about baby. I already have most of the stuff that I need like immediately. So if she were to come early, I already have the stuff I need. I have a bed for her, except it keeps breaking, so that might be an issue. I have a bed for her. I have clothes for her. I have a car seat for her. I need to get new car seats for my twins, but I do have a car seat for her. I have like a plan set in place for my twins. I have the things that I need immediately, and so I do feel pretty comfortable with this. Also, as I mentioned, I am not a fan of being pregnant and pregnancy, and so I kind of just want her now. But I do want her to make it like basically to her due date, because my twins were 5 pounds 2 ounces and 5 pounds 4 ounces, I'm pretty sure. So they were very little. They were so little and they were so cute. And I think I would like to have a bigger baby, just because with my twins, they just felt so fragile and it was sad to me. And so I would like to have a bigger baby this time so she doesn't seem quite as fragile. We are so excited for our baby jelly bean. Like, I honestly cannot wait for her to get here. I'm so anxious. I want this 3rd trimester to go by super fast. And since the weather is warming up, I feel like that will happen, because I don't like winter and it goes by really fast. I mean, it goes by super slow, and my 2nd trimester was like all in winter, and so I think that was also partially why my 2nd trimester seemed to go by super slow. So I think it'll be really good to have this 3rd trimester in like spring and summer, and I'll just be happier with the warmer weather and everything. I need to move somewhere that's warmer, because I can't deal with winters. I get so miserable. I hate it. Yeah, we are so excited. My 2nd trimester wasn't a huge fan, but it did go smoothly. I can't, like, there weren't any huge issues. There's nothing I can like truly complain about, I feel like. So it was good. And I'm excited for this 3rd trimester, hoping I don't get preeclampsia again, let's hope baby isn't breached, even though I don't consider that the end of the world. But mostly, let's hope that I can walk and not feel so weak, because that's been real hard for me, and I would really like it if that would stop. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you have any further questions about my pregnancy, please leave them in the comments down below. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and Instagram, because I am like constantly updating you guys about my pregnancy on social media. So if you want to be more up to date on that, follow me on social media. I don't know if you can hear my girls, but they're supposed to be napping, and they're in there like jumping and saying, "Oh no, oh no." I love their oh no's. They're so cute. I'm so excited to have a 3rd little girl. I love being a mom so much, and I'm so excited. I just want to snuggle this little baby. I'm so excited. Again, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel, and I will see you guys in our next video. Bye.